I get your message.
I see two good things. I say right.
Oh, yeah. When you tell them talk about whole wheat bread, don't let nobody fool you. Know. They target these girls.
Hey, I am clean, boss.
Hero to understand each other.
You want to see if I'm happy or
No, what? Right, do I say so? When
Guys, I effort.
Who tell you that? Oh, you go sit down there and think about nothing. I don't know what time these fellas say they come in here. All of a sudden, they carry reach on time. I don't know what they think about that, you know, guile people. I don't know. I don't know. Something had to happen different, so we need to deal with the butcher and the candlestick maker, you know. Yeah, but tonight will be a very, very interesting night. We have some special guests tonight, right? We taking it up a notch. Very serious topic tonight involving the youths, because I believe the youths is the key to this whole problem we have in this country. So we inside tonight. Robert Dub Dub right now is one man and the tub. One man, the tub. But the guys here, I think I just say I can't pull up outside, so I guess that is them, the inside. So we go take the anthem. Hey, don't make joke. Look at it. All of a sudden, Ollie doesn't know what time Ollie's supposed to reach here. Really? All of a sudden. Yeah, we inside. Have a sit. Have a sat. Sanitize yourself. Nice. That's what we're talking about. Have a sat down. We want to sit down. You sit down where you want. Yeah. Nice. It's nice, eh? I sit down. Since I come and sit down, you know. Since I come and sit down on it. Yeah, we inside because outside too cold. So I explained to the people that we have some serious things happening tonight, right? You know, tonight is about the youths, because we have a serious problem in this country when it comes to crime, right? So tonight we will have a nice talk about the youths and what we could do to betterment of the youths. Yeah? Yeah. What's going on with you though?
Go to the anthem.
All right, nice. So Alan had me some kind of slang language about his mic. So we go take the anthem now. And when we come back, we go get the ball rolling. Hey, look, I see this little gray hair in my chin here. What do you pull out?
Hey guys, so this is the actual recording. Culture Don't Close Down, Culture Don't Fall Out. Written by Mr. Ronald Ford and sang by yours truly.
You never know when a comedian serious or joking. The country was shocked to see Errol Bareback crying. People thought he was filming a new TV episode. We cultural archives was heading in a dark hole. How we value the works of those who contribute. For my cultural expression, money can't substitute. The images will remain embedded on my mind. And for my culture, I'm reflecting all the time. Culture don't close down, culture don't fall out. It's a continuum between generations. Culture don't close down, culture don't fall out. That is how we just pass on tradition. To protect the archives of my people's expression. To save the soul of this great nation. Our people's bailiff on their toes running. Just a would I hit them licks in one of the episodes. Gonna send Rose would I wrench shit and give them blows. Thanks to the generosity of the people of TNT. They say the cultural works of my country. Bassy Henville must be feeling so proud of we for protecting and saving Gaia TV. Culture don't close down, culture don't fall out. For a few dollars you can't tell culture close up shop. Culture don't close down, culture don't fall out. It's Western TV, you want me cheer on to watch. What's wrong with seeing people on TV looking like me? You culturize my children with Bert and Ernie. And people's culture can only be about money. Seeing yourself on TV brings a different energy. Culture don't close down, culture don't fall out. Philomena would have beat them with cheap bucket and mop. Lang, lang, na, na, lang, eh. If Mr. Roscoe was in the mansion that fateful morning, that is where the archive would be storing. Eyelash baby would have come bushy things in the kitchen. Sprang along would have give them a good tongue lashing. It's a serious lesson that the country learned. Your cultural archives must have a permanent home. By the evening they had to leave Gaia TV alone. The power of the people paid off the loan. Tell them culture don't close down, culture don't fall out. Monetizing cultural assets could be rough. Culture don't close down, culture don't fall out. Tell them financiers never, never all we bluff. It's not easy to foreclose on a people's legacy. To trade their heritage for some small money. Cultural contributors must be turning in their grave as they tried to block the path that they made. Tell them culture don't close down, culture don't fall out. Monetizing cultural assets could be tough. Dang, da, dang, da, day. Dang, dang, da, da, dang, day. Kyle was the stomping ground of the great sprung along. Tony Hall, Christopher Led, and Wendell Etienne. So much room and stars has a platform to perform. How we cultural legacy would have carry on. We thank Errol Fabian for standing strong and reaching out in the time of need and desperation. Thanks to the people for their contribution to the Gaia TV on its way building back strong. Culture don't close down, culture don't fall out. Gaia TV on its way back to the top. Tell them culture don't close down, culture don't fall out. Culture could only stumble, but it will never flop. From the Ganges and the Niles emerged chutney. Calypso evolved from the brutality of slavery. The Spanish influence Karang for all and we. And the English Privy Council is still with we. Culture don't close down, culture don't fall out. Displacing the archives is a recipe for this unity. Culture don't close down, culture don't fall out. Dang, dang, da, da, dang, day. Hey, hey, where you going with that? Culture don't fall out. You, hey, I pay the money. We pay with money.
Wow.
Nice.
Eh.
Culture dog. Close down.
Yeah. Look. Drink some water now.
My lips. Nice. Good night, everyone. Welcome to the Tuesday night Rubber Dub show.
Rubber Dub
Yeah,
Dub.
3 men and a tub. Well, 2
and a
men
tub. Well, 2 men.
and the tub. We waiting on the
tub.
third man still, you
The
know.
other guy. The other guy.
Yeah. I'm really disappointed. Listen to me. I don't know. could just walk across the
But
whole
what
set.
trouble
Just,
is it? You just
but
do
what
your work.
problem is this?
Man just walks
You
up
come late.
One.
You come without anything in your hand for we to eat.
Two.
You come all kind of putting on your
Now
mic.
put well, what the
like on.
Like you man. But we live. But
problem is this at
the people
all?
of the Caribbean and Trinidad and Tobago is looking at us right now.
The Caribbean diaspora all over the world, even
All
via
over the
worldwide
world.
net, Facebook,
Facebook,
Right,
YouTube,
YouTube.
Instagram, Outstagram.
And you know, I know come inside and say, "Well, just walk on the set, but how that go look,
Yeah,
boy? I never
yeah.
can do that.
that's a Trinidadian face.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Cali Wampus, do all they want.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Super
No,
califragilistic
no,
and
I
yeah.
have
Wait, now,
a
we live
problem.
it, we live it. We live it.
Yeah, we like
Remember the
that.
last time?
Yeah.
The last time, just now.
Go ahead, sir.
Let me quarterback this
Go
thing.
ahead, sir.
All I remember the last time,
Last time.
Yes.
we left a certain brethren.
Oh,
I
Lord.
wouldn't call Eric name.
Right,
Oh,
don't call her.
Don't say Eric.
Right.
Let's not say Eric.
Don't say
Don't
Eric
fix
at
my
all.
beard here.
Was
Don't
in
say her.
charge earlier of bringing stuff for we to eat.
Inside.
This is called
the
3 men
and a tub.
and a tub. The tub must always have something.
Well, we had
I'm fed
we had to
up.
change the name.
I'm fed up. Only drinking water in the tub.
Hey, don't mash up my biscuit.
And
bro.
when it's time for snacks to buy, things to
I can sit
eat,
down. I can sit down.
this
Sit
fella
down,
buy,
sit down.
I can sit down.
Eric buy a set of food for
Wait,
diabetics.
What's the thing? What you call it?
I can't
Floral?
remember. Yeah.
Floral?
Yeah.
What
He
is
buys something for diabetics.
What's that?
He buys something for people who
You
have
think
high blood pressure,
They ain't even ask for it.
who hypertensive.
They bake it and
He
they fry
buys
it.
things for people who sick.
Yeah.
Let me see online what we did.
Who almost
Hospital
nearly- who almost
food
nearly-
tastes
nearly-
better than what he buy.
Oh my
Wait,
goodness, somebody stop me.
no. I say, okay, who bring a thing for the tub this week? And I say, yeah, thing there.
Hey.
And I say,
I say I have a pack of biscuit.
wait, he didn't say that.
Yeah.
He say
I have biscuit.
he had thing all here.
Right.
Eric,
Biscuit.
I listen say he had thing.
Right.
Yeah, think.
I reach.
But what thing?
I bring more water. I say, well, if I didn't bring drinks, I can bring water.
Yeah.
At least we go what we whistle with a little something, keep the thing flowing.
Enough for everybody.
But you have
Wait,
biscuit for
don't watch
everybody,
inside
eh?
here. Don't watch inside here.
I leave biscuit for all you.
This man-
I eat my share.
This is the biscuit. I don't think
What's
the
that?
gun-
My
I'm gonna-
grandmother
Let me get a
always
little
say.
closer to this screen. I come
Yeah.
right here. See right here?
My grandmother
This.
always say, when you have your thing,
For 3
And-
hardback men.
people ask, is
And we
nothing
have
them
guests.
done?
We have guests.
Let me see it. Let me hold
Guess
it.
what?
Let
We
me see
have
it.
guests.
Let me
And
see
I
it.
guess they ain't eating nothing tonight. This,
Let me see it. Let me see it again.
this.
I can't see it good.
Hey, wait now.
No, don't see nothing.
I want to see it.
No. This is what he claimed he have the for we. I don't have a problem
Right.
with you starting the whole party and start to eat.
Right.
I have no problem with you.
Right.
But at least have 3 packs of this. It's 3 packs at least, Alistair.
My brother.
How
My
we
brother.
eating?
Yeah, let me show you. Let me show you. Let me show you.
How we
I want to
sharing
show
this?
you how we
No.
sharing it.
Tell me.
I want to show you. how
What
we
kind
sharing
of
it.
maths is this?
I don't want to tell you. I want to show you.
This trigonometry at work here, you know.
I find for a man who don't
This
bring nothing.
algebra.
The
It's a
man who
bit
don't bring
when the
nothing
unknown.
every week, they really talk the most
We are not
about it.
fine.
Wait.
No, wait. When I hungry, partner.
When
When
you
you
come
say I'm
in
hungry,
and you're bringing something, you have to talk them things.
listen to me.
Wait,
Listen. No,
wait.
wait.
Yeah, but
I
I don't know
can't
why
Wait.
we are not live on-
William to tell you.
Why we not live?
William will tell you.
Hello, why are we not live on my channel? Why are we? Who do I eat?
They're in trouble.
Why do I need to shoot?
Will,
Who
Willie
do I
will
need
tell
to
you.
take the task?
Willie, you saw other nights when we dip here.
know.
Or let's see, when we dip here, we had chips and all kind of thing. I bring sweet bread, I bring cake, I bring thing.
Next time I ain't
No.
next time I ain't getting you nothing.
No.
Next time, brother.
No.
As a matter of fact,
What?
give me my biscuit.
Hold it.
Give me my damn
Hold it.
biscuit.
It's
All
just
your
be
backside.
fast.
All
It's
your
just be
backside.
fast. Eat that. Eat that.
All your tail.
I need to bring somebody like Shaq.
Give
I
me
need to
my-
deal with
give
them.
me
Listen
my
to me.
biscuit. What?
I talked to my boy Uncle Eric.
Yeah.
You want a piece of this?
If you're
You
offering,
and I? He barely put in there.
I will eat my
must say this-
biscuit.
But he not the baker.
I will eat my biscuit.
Not the baker.
I will
How we
eat my
doing
biscuit
this?
and
I
I
hear
will
somebody
be
calling them. Who's
contented.
supposed to call?
I
Let me
believe.
hear
How
one.
we doing
I will
this?
be contented. Willie. Rubber dub
Hey.
dub.
Dub. What happened with all of that now?
Willie,
Alan,
this is 3 men on a
I
tub.
offered Alan biscuits, and this is the way he is responding to
Willie.
my offer. So
Willie.
I have taken back my biscuit.
Do that. That is
I have
best.
taken it
It's
back.
best you don't put it at all.
And I will learn next time
To walk with
not
more.
to give Alan nothing.
Walk with more.
He will get nothing.
Hold on. But gentlemen,
Talk to me.
I'm watching inside the top.
Right?
Things inside it like the square root of pi.
You follow what's going on here?
You know what I mean when I said the square root of pi? You know the square root of pi is hard to find. You don't find that so.
I come here, I
find
say, well,
inside
boy.
it,
Alan just come here for every week.
Willie, no.
You
3
don't
men on
walk
a
with
tub.
nothing, you know.
One thing you must find among these
It's
fellas
not-
with alignment
Hey,
is
we
things
not
to
in a
eat.
tub, you know. It's
and-
on a tub.
Well, right. I said 3 men and a tub.
Oh.
But one thing you find among men in alignment
Yeah.
is things to eat and things to
Yeah,
drink.
but you was stand up in Korea for over 2 hours.
But
You
Alan,
could have
Don't let
bring,
me go through that story now.
you could have bring something.
Don't let me go through that
You
story
want
now.
to start?
Because I have no.
2 hours you stand
Wait.
up in, you could
The
have
chat, you know what? I want screenshot the chat and
but-
send it to all. Let's see
coulda-
for ourselves.
You,
Wait,
you could have,
wait.
you could
Willie,
have picked a different
Willie.
grocery this time.
Willie.
Alan,
Yeah, Willie.
Sienna, but you start up by talking what the men bring.
Yes.
You start to say about food for diabetic and who
Yes.
hypertensive.
And he bring
Yes.
true water.
You understand?
He bring true water.
Wait.
No,
Wait.
whether so or not, if a man diabetic or a person hypertensive, that means they say you can eat it.
No, yeah, when I eat it, no.
Willie, thanks, sir.
Willie, don't say thanks yet.
Thanks, sir.
Willie, let me counter
Yes,
that.
sir.
Willie,
Yes,
when
sir.
they say doing things for people, they must put your best foot forward.
Yes, but
Right.
Alan,
The
when
person
they
who buy
say
that
it
thing,
is-
like the tie foot and hand together,
Hold
he
on,
cripple.
Alan. Hold on. If that's the case, in the hospital, the food the people and them getting, you're trying to say the diabetic and the hypertensive food ain't good?
You know, when they have
But that is what you
hypertensive
saying?
and
But that
diabetic
is what you
people.
saying?
No, what I'm saying, I really know what I'm talking about. Really trying to push a little fire here. Really know, once they know you're diabetic, your meal coming a little bit conducive to your illness. They ain't getting everything everybody eat.
Willie, all this big word. Don't worry what you
Come now, man.
But
What
at
better
the
than
same
that?
point in time, Alan, normal people could eat anything.
Yes.
Who's that?
Yes.
So if you eating the food that good for the diabetic and the hypertensive, or just say what good for the sick, better for the well.
Thank you.
Willie,
Yes,
Thanks, sir, Willie.
Willie, I appreciate all that talking
Thanks,
about.
sir.
But you come here and enjoy what them bring for me, please.
Willie,
You come here and sit down and
People,
eat.
people like Alan and them just go by people and when they get food, they
No,
start
you know what's
talking
going
after.
Willie, I will screenshot the discussion, Willie. That wait, yeah. I say, fellas, we're going to the top today, fellas. Wait, yeah, Willie. A man say,
I had biscuits.
That's
That's what I said.
Hold on. Say it again.
I said I have biscuits.
Right. Stop writing.
Was I wrong?
Willie, the man say he have biscuit. But he didn't say he have biscuit for himself. He didn't say he have biscuit for one.
You see why it's not to share with them?
Alan,
Yes,
To
doctor.
leave them in the hunger.
Alan,
When they're hungry, leave them.
Listen,
Wait.
if you go in court, you will lose.
Yes. I wouldn't even bother going for
He
it.
have biscuit, which he had.
Thank you.
Willie,
Thank you very
this
much.
is called 3 men
So the
and a
biscuit,
tub.
them fellas don't share. That way, you see, you
Three
never
men.
learn sharing.
I
and
know, listen.
I
You
will
know
have
what?
to have a serious discussion
William,
with Miss Augustine.
You know what I'll do?
I sure she
Next
teach this
week-
fella to share.
Next week,
Gentlemen, I will lock on as usual and listen and enjoy
Yes,
this
man.
interview.
next week, Willie,
Nice,
I
man.
will supply this tub with things to eat.
We are waiting.
No, I will supply
We
this
are
tub with
waiting.
things to eat.
Because
Just for,
the
listen,
biscuit
you
had
know why?
9 in it. The biscuit
have-
had 9
we have
in it.
guests.
And it had 3 people.
We have guests.
We want that.
The
guests
guests and them coming.
I can take a call. Or?
People
Hello,
coming
hello.
inside.
I can take a call.
This is not a yet, you know.
Take a call.
You could be a one to know.
Because I guess coming in
Yeah,
that
but
food, it's not a
the
yet.
man
You
will
like,
jump
oh,
in.
hi,
you like
hi,
one
hi.
guy? I'll talk to
I
him.
said the man have biscuit.
Hey, put on my biscuit now, man.
The man have biscuit.
Put on
This-
on.
Yeah. Yes, a biscuit. Watch it. Watch 1,
Yeah.
2, 3.
All right, hold on.
Biscuit.
That's not right.
How are you eating this?
Fellas, let me just step away and take an emergency call there for the domain. This is real kind of important. Right, I'll come back. I'll come back, right?
You gotta mute your mic, though.
Food.
Yeah.
You don't want to hear your business. Look at this. So if
I don't only want to talk about biscuit.
Friends, I in the chat. I say, fellas, we do with the tub. I have biscuit. I say, all right. If he say, I have biscuit, but you can buy something else and bring. And I go search and bring and do something and replenish, fatten up the tub. But he have biscuit.
Watch that, Alan. Alan.
How we going on? People come in here. This is an embarrassment.
I sure.
An embarrassment.
I sure.
This is an
I
embarrassment.
am sure, Alan, you will not
Listen.
never taste my hand again.
Next week, from next week,
I want my
fellas,
biscuit. Give me
from
my
next
biscuit.
week, from next week, I am going
I
to
want
be.
my biscuit.
I am going to be the one in charge of designating who bring it to the back to
Nah,
the
don't
top
designate.
and what will I bring it to.
Don't designate. Don't
Talk to her.
designate.
Guyanese t-shirts. You're looking for
Yeah.
Guyanese t-shirt.
T-shirts,
Hook up and call the station, man. Huh?
Oh, British.
You're
Virgin
calling
Islands.
in.
From the British.
What time we
Virgin
can call
Islands.
in? And we could do something online, yeah? Call 225-9790. 225
Now, we'll have that conversation.
9790.
Just do.
We link
send,
you up with the right
don't
people.
Ask for biscuit.
Could I give the people the right information, please?
I just telling them.
You can't be toting after you bring this kind of.
Dude,
You can't be
I
toting
bring
after
my
this.
biscuit for me,
You
and I
can't be
decide to
toting.
share with all you.
You can't be. All right, here what to
Go
do
ahead,
for
go
me.
ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Skin this open and share this for us.
No, I'm not sharing.
No.
Hey,
Give
you know
it
what?
to
sharing
us.
with you.
I just having fun tonight.
Bust
I
the
am
pack
not
open,
sharing.
Eric.
Put my
Bust the pack
biscuit
open and tell
on
me
the ground
how
where the
much of
camera
that
can
I
see
can
it.
possibly
Put
eat
it on the
tonight.
ground there. The camera can see it.
I want to say hello to the people who locked on and watching.
I
Yeah.
try not. Hey, let me send them. I just send.
And all who joining on the
Send
fun.
the link now,
Send
man.
the
Let me
link in the
send
chat.
it
Send
now,
the
man.
link. Send the link in
All
the
in
chat.
get, all in get it.
Send it in the same chat. He say he have biscuit.
That's me and you,
Send
brother.
it in the same chat. This fella say he had biscuit.
I am not obligated.
Fellas.
Hey,
And I will not-
Right, nice.
I will not offer you anything ever again in life.
Yeah.
Mr. Allen.
Huh?
Yes, you.
Where you guys coming from? What we eating? I is in cure.
Yes,
That's
no.
me. I come from Central Excellence. Thanks.
Let's see, let me shoot
A
that.
man jump
Guys,
out.
you is really reading through the chat there?
I want to screenshot it and send it for William.
But what jail is this?
I want to screenshot it.
I should have keep my biscuit for myself.
But yeah, you're
And
doing
just-
that.
And just
But
say,
you're doing that.
next time I'll go be honest with you. I'll say, why me I no money to buy no biscuit.
Nah,
for you."
don't do that. Just say
I will
somebody else
do
can
that.
bring
No,
biscuit.
next time I'll do that.
Just say somebody else
I
can
feel
bring
they will
biscuit.
be more happy. You'll be happy.
Nah,
yeah.
just say somebody else can bring biscuit.
Well, let me
You know
call
what?
the guest
Listen.
here. Let me call the
I
guest.
listen.
The
will
guest
do
on
all
the
that.
way. Let me call the guest.
I see, I was talking in the chat today. But something with the commissioner and that fella from the TV and
Fazil.
something about ticket and the COVID scenario and what is that about? What is that about?
Uh-huh.
Well,
Well,
what's
the
that
man,
about?
the
What's
man
that
was
about?
explaining to, remember, I think he
Nice.
tried to deal with
Come.
Alright. He tried to deal with the situation like this.
Yeah.
In the interview, the interview spring something on the interview and ask if
Hey, we have guest scissors in the house.
I was doing that.
Yeah.
And ask if you're charging for tickets the COVID-19,
Right.
Ordinance.
Regulation. Yeah.
if you're charging people and the legislation is not there for them to pay a ticket,
Right.
we're charging for. Isn't that a waste of time? Is that a waste of effort? I consider it a waste of time. I think everything's supposed to work in tandem. That's what you call a well-greased machine.
Anything well greased in this country.
Well, the wrong thing's greased in my book. But you have this
Hand
situation.
greasing. Your hand grease.
Why am I charging you
Yeah.
for not wearing a mask? And there's no legislation put where you have to go and pay the ticket or a penalty if you don't pay the ticket.
Right, so here my question. There's legislation where you could be charged for not wearing a mask.
Right.
There's current legislation where you could be charged for certain offenses. Apart from that. Right. There is a legislation that when you get a traffic ticket, you're going to pay a ticket. Where you get whatever fine, whatever you're charged with, or whatever,
Yeah.
you go and pay.
Pay a ticket.
You're expected to pay the ticket. I don't know that they have specific legislation saying if you get this charge, you have to pay. If you get this charge, you have to pay here. If you get this charge, you have to pay there. So I'm not sure. I didn't quite understand that. If there's legislation that if you do or fail to do certain things is an offense, then there's existing legislation that when you get charged for an offense, you can be fined or you have to pay X, whatever. If the means of dealing with the offense is by way of ticket, I am not too sure why we need a separate legislation specific that you have to, you understand, to go and pay that ticket.
Legislation, listen. It have,
But that's what he used. That's what,
that's not-
yeah.
when they get a ticket, there's no record, there's no.
Go to the court.
Right.
Right.
But in the court,
There's no documentation to say, well,
to receive,
he getting paid right,
Yeah.
for this.
you know, they have for traffic and have a place.
Right. So there's a
Right.
case in the law books.
For the,
Yeah. Yeah, but then he used the wrong term. Because
Right.
I want to
So
say because the
it
term
means-
uses legislation.
Well, right, but it
So I don't
means
see why
that
you
then the documentation to support.
Right, so there's no procedure.
Right.
Specific.
The
Right.
procedure
Okay,
for that.
no problem.
And if that happens, then you're really wasting people time to go to a court to pay for something that there's nothing
Yeah.
in that space to pay on. So the response was, I do my job as a police.
And that's the
Understand?
correct response.
No, I don't think so.
That
I mean,
is-
okay.
it is the correct
all right,
response.
It is based on I do what I'm supposed to do.
Right.
However, please bear in mind, you're also a part of leadership. And this is my position on it, right?
Yeah.
You're also a part of leadership. And
Of?
I would say, because I'm not a leadership
Leadership
of the police
Right.
representing Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah.
You ain't talking to one man in Trinidad and Tobago, you're talking to the whole world.
Right.
You're representing Trinidad and Tobago.
Right.
So if leadership gone wrong somewhere in Trinidad and Tobago, then they could safely say, if I was the chief, I would say, I think things need to be ironed out in certain corners,
Yeah.
but we still have our jobs to do. But the manner in which you bring it across is like, I do what I had to do, let them do what I had to do.
All right, so just now, so your issue.
So-
no, I just want to clarify. I just want to make sure I understand. So your issue is not what he said, but how he said it. Okay,
I
okay,
do what I do.
You're having a lot of those issues.
But you are part of the leadership. You are part of the leadership.
You're having a lot of those issues.
I understand.
tonight.
You are.
You.
I have another issue.
Yeah. With how people say things.
But but was he wrong in what he said?
No. You
But
even
what?
tell- you-
No, but was he wrong in what he said?
I don't think it was a wrong issue.
No, but
No, but I
Alan,
just want to make sure.
No, I don't
don't
think that's
something
right. I
comes-
don't think that's
Alan,
wrong.
to be fair to the gentleman,
I don't think it's a wrong issue.
to be fair to the gentleman, a couple months ago, actually, not more than that, when they started all this legislation about COVID-19 regulations and things, he mentioned to them, he did come out in a press conference and say, look, you all bring in all these different things.
Yeah, I remember
We
that.
bring in this and we bring in this and we're doing that, but then down the road, there's no way of dealing with it. And this is exactly what he was talking about,
Right.
right?
When did that bust out? When did that happen?
Huh?
When did that happen?
That was last year.
When? At what point in time did that jump out?
All right, that was when they came with they didn't make the mask mandatory at that time. When they
Right.
made the mask mandatory, he came out and he said, look, we telling people wear masks all the time, right?
Yeah.
Or they fix that. Good. Mandatory. But now this issue is a different issue when it comes to paying the ticket, right?
No, but-
it does not fall. My thing is, to be fair to him, it does not fall under his purview as the commissioner of police,
It doesn't.
right?
It doesn't.
So what he's saying is, we have laws. We only uphold the law. We don't make them. We don't break them, right? Well, not all, but some. Anyway, yeah, right? They don't make them. They just uphold. So this little loophole, as we like to call it,
Yeah.
in this country, is exactly that is what it is a loophole. Because now you're telling me I just got a ticket, which I understand, for $1,000, because me no ain't no mass, or I'll probably stand up too close to you by the taxi stand, right? And I had to pay $1,000. Who am I going to pay this $1,000 to? It doesn't fall under his purview to collect money. Police don't deal with cash.
You know what? The problem I had with that interview scenario, because I watched a longer piece,
Right.
not the whole thing, but I watched talk more than a number of other things. The issue there is not the police,
Exactly.
nor the commissioner, because he clearly identified in the questioning, you
Why-
don't
why?
have the necessary
Right.
thing in place on the back end. But then why are you drilling he?
That's my point.
Yeah.
And it's
Attack
And
the
that-
person
that
who's
was-
supposed to
that-
have that
tempted
side
now
of it.
to expose a loophole to him, just to get him riled up. Because
Yeah.
that is how that interviewer does actually handle it.
Yeah, I know, I know.
We understand
That's
that.
why he loses
No, but I
a
like
lot
how
of
Gary was
credibility.
handling.
He has.
Yeah, I like how
he
Gary was
has.
handling.
Yeah?
But
I like how Gary
he
was
was. I like how he does. Yeah.
No,
They had,
Gary-
no, here the bizarre that. They had some
Gary just
discussion.
handled everybody.
No, that's all right.
I don't
No,
think
but I
it
like how he does
I
that.
don't think it
Yeah,
deserves
yeah,
to him
yeah,
alone.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Gary's a mafia to me again, and that's what I have. That's the problem I have with him making his statement the way he made it.
Yeah.
It's not a wrong statement, but you can't be a maverick about it. You can't be so, cavalier about
Why
it.
not?
You can't be cavalier.
They will take advantage of you.
No.
Have you
can't
not
be-
seen our
Listen
past
to what-
commissioners?
Listen to my position.
They could barely talk to the
Here's my
media.
position. Here's my position. If you're in the leadership of Trinidad and Tobago, there's a decorum or deportment you must always have.
We had that
So
for years.
yes.
It didn't
Do
work.
your job. Say what's right and wrong. Stand up if something is saying, but still have a certain measure of diplomacy about
No,
you.
we too-
because
we
you're
too sensitive.
Remember,
We
once
want
they
everything
start
to be
rolling, you see that thing they call
candy
that
and
camera?
chocolate.
Once I start rolling, pal,
Yeah.
is the entire
Right.
world senior. China
Yeah.
senior, Grenada senior, Sri Lanka senior, everybody senior.
Alan, anybody ever shoot behind?
My thing is,
Anybody ever shoot behind?
Don't go down there. Don't go down
I
there.
just asking you.
what that's supposed
Why
to
you
mean?
see
What
that?
that's supposed
Eh?
to mean?
Would you stand up and say, excuse, would you not shoot behind me?
Oh, come on, man. Come on. You're being difficult.
No, it's not. It's,
Yeah,
what you
that's
saying is the same
ridiculous.
thing.
No, all right. So what's the same thing then? Tell me what's the same thing.
What you're saying there is the same thing.
Like
Right?
what am I saying?
The commissioner is being, I would say, attacked. I saw the interview and he was being attacked on an issue that had nothing to do with him.
Correct.
Right? So his response would have been the exact opposite of what he was getting.
So are you saying if you're feeling attacked by
No, not
in
by
an-
all
in-
rights.
in an interview,
Not by all
in
rights.
an interview, to somebody who is notably, he's known for doing such.
Yeah.
He's known
But
for
he
that.
is known for pushing
So are you
political
saying that
agendas,
you still
Alan.
can't be diplomatic about your
Yes.
approach to the matter?
But that agenda that,
Is that-
was
is
there,
that
that was
unbeco-
a,
is
that
that
was a
social?
political agenda being pushed to someone who has nothing to do with that political side of it.
Even if you're going in the political arena.
And I find I didn't think
I
he was
don't
rough
think
or anything. I find he answered properly.
you would like that. You like the
I
answer.
like the answer.
You like to me. I like the answer.
I like the answer
But
and I like the way.
So here's
My
my
thing-
question.
my
So here's my
thing is-
question. So here's
my
my
thing
question.
is, in TNT,
Yeah, but here's my question.
Exactly.
Here's my question. It's okay for you, the public, to attack me all kind of how. Right? It's
I'll listen
okay.
to your question.
It's okay.
It's not okay, but
No. Well,
I'm going with your question.
but
I
the
let
reason
you
why
know one
I
time
asked,
it is not okay.
No, the reason why I asked because it seems okay.
No, it's not.
Because hold on. So follow what I'm going. So
Well.
it's okay. Or you could say, "Why only one thing?" And I am expected.
to put between my leg and
Where
paper.
did that expectation come from?
We're talking about? What are we speaking about?
The expectation that we
Of
have from him.
being
He's
diplomatic?
supposed to behave a certain way. That is according to what?
The diplomacy.
Alan.
No.
No. Where did that come from?
No. Who are you representing when you go there? Let me ask you a question.
You represent the police service?
First of all, no, wait. First of all, that's how I see it, right? Who you represent when you go there? You put the commissioner of police.
Right.
You put the commissioner of police uniform.
Right.
And you step outside to represent.
Yes.
Who you representing first?
The police service?
Wrong.
Who you representing?
You're representing yourself. Right?
As a police officer.
Wait, right? Now you're in the capacity now, in the leadership of the police service. Right? Of Trinidad and Tobago. So you're representing yourself by the way you carry about yourself.
Right.
The deportment, your personal life, your personal choice. So the choice to behave like how he behaved, or the choice to be diplomatic, as I pointed out, is his decision. I'm saying, from a representation of Trinidad and Tobago stuff, if you want to represent yourself like that, I have no problem like that. But my thing is, if you're going out there to represent on behalf of the police service of Trinidad and Tobago, because certainly, even if your police officers being harassed or attacked, they still would have a certain way to go about dealing with the public. They're supposed to have a certain way about dealing with the public at the same time. I get what?
Which is what?
What?
Which is what?
Based on how they are trained to deal with the public. There's an expectation based on their training. I'm saying from a diplomatic point of view, as the Commissioner of Police of Trinidad and Tobago, you still have to have a certain deportment about you in terms of even if he was to handle the person come across with this barrage of questions you didn't expect it, whatever the case may be, still carry it about in a way that does seem as if you're operating within self.
Right.
Because they're representing TNT. That's what I'm saying.
And you know what they will say after?
That's why I said there are some cases you would have to put on the Margaret behavior or the Cavalier behavior. And in some cases you don't have to. Fazir is somebody who
Well, I think that
always
case was
something
a
like
good
that.
one. I think that was a good one for
You
the
always
Maverick.
get on like that.
That was a good one for the Maverick. That was
You
a
can
good
jump
one.
in after but and say I
want to engage you, but I want to pull in these people.
I just my
Yeah,
Because
business
we
about
have people that we want to talk. But my thing is, like anybody else, I do agree with everything the man does do. I do agree with the way he does things. I do agree with it all the time. But I also understand, and I personally, I would take some of the actions that he would take.
We can show the clip. We can show the clip.
We can show it. We have it.
I don't think we have
Kyle, we supposed to have a
Send it
clip.
up. Yeah, send it up. Send it. We go run it.
No, because
I personally didn't see anything with that.
you know what?
with
You know
how
what's
he
the
said
flip
it.
side? You know what's the flip side?
Yeah.
The commissioner saw off.
No, but that's what I was coming to.
No way. No way.
That's what I was
What are we have
No way.
talking to him?
No way.
Exactly.
No way. No way. No way.
Because that,
That's the flip side.
No way.
that's why I asked you when all these things about
No way.
Alan, this is
concept.
Trinidad.
No way.
This is
Buddy.
Trinidad. Tobago.
Buddy.
That is the
That
flip
is
side.
left to interpretation,
Eh?
pal.
Look.
Like
Which
it's
is
obvious
exactly-
what-
watch out.
which is exactly
So
what is
what's going on
happening.
right here now?
So is always subject to interpretation.
Right, and my interpretation of it, I did give you, and that's true. So you say if he didn't answer, if he answered diplomatically, he's a soft man. Oh, come off
But
it.
that is what you all
Oh,
would
come
say.
off it.
That is what
no,
all you would
Daddy,
say.
you can't say that.
But Alan is in Trinidad. That is what you would say.
No.
Alan, you're living in a
They-
bubble.
people will say that. People will say that. People will say that. Come out. That's what they were saying. What's in this? What's in this?
Bubble inside
You ever
there.
realize, you're in a district, you're police doing that stuff. You ever realize some police people will take a chance to do certain things, others they dare not?
Right. Why?
Why you think?
Because of how the individual police themselves will deal with the matter.
So who's
No,
getting
but why
There
you
are some
think
people-
No, but why you think the public does?
I wait in
respond to-
Arima. That's not
Yeah.
in Arima.
Yeah.
There's a particular police officer. Them know he cutting everybody throat. If he mother park bad, he get shot
Yeah.
ticket.
Right.
And he is
It's
he
how
wrong?
other fellas go. Hey, we're doing it. You know, let's move on.
So who wrong and who right there?
Oh God, again, it's up to the person. Discretion is the person's choice.
But who wrong and who
But at
right?
the end of the day, that's no point. Not even around. I know say earlier on.
No, but you
it's
miss
not
it.
right or wrong.
No, but you
It's
miss the
you.
point I was making.
What is the? How I miss the point?
You those-
That is up to the person's
You-
discretion.
No, but you're still missing what I'm trying to show you. The reason why they would take the chance is because they consider he has Sophie. Me asking you. Hey,
but
I'm
I
asking
said,
you.
Alan
He's soft. He just give people blind.
Yeah,
ting,
all
ting,
kind
ting.
of
No
thing.
problem. So they go take a chance. But when they see that one coming, hey,
everybody gone.
hey, that not he boy. Don't take a chance by him.
All Maxi
As
off
you
the
say,
hotline.
that man cutting
so
wind
then- So
boy.
the police
The
that get him a
hotline
guy is a soft man.
That is the interpretation.
Interpretation, Alan.
So the interpretation.
I'm not saying it's 100% correct.
So he talk like that to Fazil to get rid of the interpretation that he's a soft man.
No, you see again.
But that's
you
what
can't
we
just
coming
take-
back down to.
No, you can't just take one thing in a.
But that's what I'm bringing it down to. That's what we're chopping it down to. So that he will look a certain way in the public's eyes. That's what you're trying to tell me? I just find diplomacy could take front seat sometime in the face of adversity.
I saw nothing
because
undiplomatic about how
at the end of the day,
Alan,
we're going all around the world.
And we go show that clip.
looking like bacchanal.
We go show that clip.
We looking like bacchanal.
But here what I will
just
say,
mean-
here what I will say. In
They
the
go and get
past,
people saying
in
things.
the past, we have had commissioners who did that.
Of
And
course.
what do we say about them?
Of course.
What do we say about the former commissioner?
That he was a soft man.
Yeah.
I ask him that he was a soft man.
Oh yeah. Oh, you ask him if
Hold
he
on,
was a
hold on,
soft
hold
man?
on, hold
You
on.
ask the former
Yeah, the
commissioner
question I
if
have
he
here.
was a former soft man?
Who was the former commissioner?
I am not calling
Who was the
anybody
former
name on
commissioner?
national. I know who he was.
You forget this Hollywood all these years.
Oh, so you believe? So you feel nobody and say he was a soft man?
Of course.
Well,
There are
how we used to
but
deal-
there are other
you
things.
know how we used to
all
deal with the media?
There are other things we can attribute to this commissioner of police the same way.
Like,
Other things.
like.
They got to the video now, man.
What's that?
I will tell you about me. I'm not going to
What's that?
We have the video lined up.
things they would
Don't
run
take so.
Run the video, run the video.
Let me get the
Let me
video
see
now,
what
man.
happened there.
Play the video. Play the video.
When you talk about the performance of the police service and indeed getting the job done effectively and indeed COVID-19 charges and tickets handed out, correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I might have missed it and I apologize if I do. But as recently as a couple of weeks ago, we were made to understand that the legislation has not yet been passed to facilitate, if you've been charged under the COVID-19 regulations, for you to go and pay the ticket. Is that still the situation?
Yes, it is.
I mean, so what are you charging people for, if I could ask?
Because I have my job to do. I need to stay in my crease. I'm not going to be stumped out. If my job is to ensure that if laws are made, my job is to enforce the law. How payments are made has nothing to do with the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service. I adhere to my role and function, and I make sure I do it well. What other people have to do.
That's how he first take himself. That's weird.
It's the smile. It's the
And as
smile.
you think,
You have to bust
Simon
down
Snake
the-
there. The snake
you have
came
to
back.
smile.
Hey, we have some guests.
I'm sorry, I'll leave
Let me
it.
take a little cut away.
Yeah.
You can get them seated and so
Yeah,
on.
like get
So
people-
we
you have
take a
people
little
on
break. Jillian, run something, run some promos thing. We take a break and we go and pick up the guests and have them organize and get ready. And
Because
yeah, let me take this call. Let me take this.
Hey. Just because you cannot jet away doesn't mean you cannot get away. I know you want to get away because the lockdown every day have you stressed out in every way. But here's what you can do. Spend the night at any participating guest house in Trinidad or Tobago and qualify to win free groceries and a weekend for two with breakfast at another property. Here's how to win. It's the Gaia Staycation. Here's what you do. Book your stay. Spend the night. Take a picture of your room the first time you see it. Take a picture of your breakfast. Take a picture of you having fun. Well, not in bed, of course. And make a 2-minute video telling us how great the location is. Send us your pics and your video, and you can win groceries for 6 months and a weekend stay at a different property or the same one you enjoyed. This promotion runs from February 15th to May 15th. The more places you stay, the better your chances to win. Visit Gaia Staycations on Facebook for more details.
Talk Out the Box with Jeline, Sundays at 3 p.m. right here in the Gael.
Right, people's folks, we back on the inside, so we have some lovely guests with us this evening. We have some members of the... Oh, sorry. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, that's important. That's
imperative, yes.
That's important. You can take off the mask and all that.
The squid here, yeah. You bring thing now, man. I chest strapping that.
So, guys, we have some members of the St. James Police Youth Club. And the St. James Police Youth Club... Oh, sorry, this one, right. The St. James Police Youth Club is celebrating their... What anniversary? 29th anniversary. That's 29 years of doing some big work in Trinidad. Here we talking all that police talk and all kind of things, because we have the head of the St. James Police Youth Club.
You had to tame it quickly. You had to actually tame it because... Sorry, is that looking
yeah, that's right.
What is that? Yeah. Right now.
Who's a man in the ranks himself, Officer Derek Shabadi. And of course, he brought some guest members of the youth club here. So we want to talk a little bit about the youth club. Specifically, of course, St. James Youth Club. And for those of you who don't know, one of our Gael Nights hosts is actually a former member of the St. James Police Youth Club. Right. Mr. Jomo.
Yeah.
I was to send an invitation for him to come tonight.
Mr.
Jomo Williams.
I am an official member.
Well, look at, you see what I mean? You see, we have past and we have present members and all kind of things. Look up, who can next one said this song?
Everybody St. James.
St. James partners. St. James, you understand?
He's a past
St. James, buddy. St. James Police Youth Club. And no, but seriously, the police youth clubs have been doing some great work. There are a number of people, artists and entertainers and sports icons and whatever that has passed through and was properly groomed and tutored and, you know, and helped shape their craft and whatever under the police youth clubs of Trinidad and Tobago. So, let me say welcome to the guest, Mr. Shabadi, and who are these nice people with you here?
Well, I mean, let me introduce the rose first, before the thorn.
Right. But I see the point of the guys, I thought he was... I got right.
No, one of them one time, you not get the first interview. I already get my contact. I said, my brother, the young lady will go first.
Nice.
This is Anna Adams.
Anyawa. Wow.
Excuse me.
Wow.
Anyanwa.
No, not Yawa. All right, you go ahead.
She's a member of the youth executive body. She's also our events and publications officer.
Okay.
Right, what we do, we form a youth executive body to run the police youth club. You can't say youth, and I said old people running.
Yeah.
There must be a youth component.
Right.
And Ms. Adams is also excellent in poetry in terms of domestic violence. She has a nice art form that yes.
Nice. You see, he's still existing in
yesterday.
Somebody still in yesterday, he called it poetry. You don't say poetry again, Shabadi.
Well, actually, it's poetry and then spoken word. But I'll do it, I'm sure make relevant correction.
You're safe.
Old school, you know what it is? Old school. When we go way back in 1992, we say poetry. I done, you see that one eye out of that one. The gentleman to your immediate left is Marcus Fortune. Nice. Excellent dancer, mentor, come from very far, right, all the way from South, all the way down to St. James, you know. He's doing well, he's one of our residents, and he's here to just share some of his light testimony about mentorship and people impacting on his life, and just being grateful for people who have come and, but it's a journey. Yeah. At the end of the day, he was grateful. He can point and count on his fingers how many people has been impacted on his life in a positive way. And we're grateful for young men who can transform and go back to the same youth, address youth, and say, listen, I was
there. I was one of
you. As a result of that,
it's real life talking here.
That's right. So it's youth changing youth.
Yeah, right.
So that we're grateful for young men who can step up to the plate and really share with the young men that all isn't lost. Because if you keep feeding me violence,
True.
Yeah.
But if you keep feeding me hope,
Yeah.
and there was a sense of hopelessness, then I will move from hopeless to hopefulness.
Yeah.
And therefore, it is very important how we feed young people. Too much negative news. You turn in news day, you watch on papers. Thank God for Gael.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Let me just say a big hello to some
Errol
people watching
Fabian.
on there. We have Marcia all the way from Queens looking on. We have Nicole, Joella, Anthony, and a whole set of people. We have people that's calling from as far as Tortola and what kind of things.
North Carolina as well.
North Carolina. Call tonight. But it's nice to hear the legacy because I know St. James Youth Club in particular have a rich history with people from the arts coming up through that you know, through that youth club. We have our very own DJ 5 Star, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, family member and everything in one.
Coming through the thing.
Yeah,
Richard is up in the back, audio man, the top bass man as well.
Well, tell Richard.
Richard, you gotta show your face, boy.
I like how we explain about the executive, the youth executive body. And I'm glad. So we don't really need to hear too much from the old people. As you say, the old. I didn't see it.
So we want to hear from the youth.
I want to hear from the
Rose.
The Rose.
Yes.
Because they have some exciting things happening.
The White Rose.
And coming up.
Red Rose.
Within this month. So tell us anniversary and know they have some nice big things planned as I see sent from us. So tell us about it. Tell the nation the word about it.
Well, I would first like to announce a pleasant good night to everyone here.
Nice.
All the viewers on Gael and especially to Mr. Fabian.
Take a bow.
Uncle Fabian.
Yes. Well, aside from upcoming events, we also had some past events that were very successful. We had our breakfast queue. We had our annual dinners also highlighting the talent of everyone, making everyone feel comfortable, welcomed, understood. It's really a calm, cool environment for us to express. We also have our IT team. We are going through stuff, trying to be out there, get on social media. You know, more exposure for everyone. We also had Christmas treats. We had Christmas treat. That was previous. We gave toys and everything to everyone in the area. Went around, we had Santa Claus, pictures. It was very heartwarming. Aside from that, we also have meetings where we decide on things to better not only the youth club, not only the members, but everyone in the area, Trinidad and Tobago on a whole. So we work on that, and we also have upcoming our whole market. We have a new market, everyone becoming all agricultural, yes. So you all can look out for that. It is an honor, I must say, to be a part of the Police Youth Club. I've had so much exposure. I didn't even expect to be here. So I am proud and thankful for that. I wasn't always a speaker, but
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
I'd say a little forceful.
You go ahead, you do your thing, you run the show.
What's the first person's name again? Anyawo. What does Anyawo mean?
As beautiful as the rising or setting sun.
Done talk. She get both top and bottom, morning and evening. Rise and how long have you been a part of the youth club?
I've been a part of the youth club for approximately 2 years now.
2 years? Very
good.
And it's a short period, but I've progressed a lot.
Let me ask you this question, based on what you just said there. I mean, it's one thing for you to say this, but has anyone else outside within your environment, around by you, anyway, that could say, hey, I see a change in you? What way have they experienced that change?
Well, going there, my parents, my nieces, my friends would realize that I have become more open. Mm-hmm. I obtained this very random leadership role in their lives. I have become more understanding. I know how to resolve situations. they have realized that going there could actually change their lives too, because I was so bottled up.
Wow.
And meeting Officer Shabadi, he said, well, you are welcome here. You have good friends here. Everyone is nice people. We are warm. We will welcome you. We'll accept you. And that is what took me out of my shell.
Beautiful.
Nice.
You had a shell?
No one. Thank you, Shell.
What? That shell was rented?
I see Shell.
Yeah, well done.
Nice.
And of course, well
Nice.
done to Mr.
Nice.
Shabadi and the crew.
And I could attest to the good work that is done at the Police Youth Club.
Yeah.
I know, and experiencing it firsthand. I've seen some, I don't want to say terrible, or use those types of words, but
risk.
at risk, yeah.
Yes.
At risk, come through there, and afterwards you really see that change.
Yeah.
And you see that different outlook and how they look at the carrying about themselves and things. And it's really great what Officer Shabadi does. And
So you
his
still,
whole team.
but you're still a part of the army?
Very much so. This is my uncle.
Oh, well,
And this is DJ extraordinaire.
Yeah.
well, I'm saying they're still working on him, or they're still doing some work on other stuff. Yeah, they got an Emery board and start out work.
All is in loss.
Well, okay, good. There's hope. There's hope.
You see, when you have
Just talk about hope.
when you having functions in the police club,
Yeah.
you got to be very circumspect and what kind of DJs you bring.
Yes.
Right,
You don't talk to DJ all the time while you're using obscene, while you're playing that song.
Yeah.
My brother and I have a good relationship. You know exactly what kind of songs
to do
I
the
like.
part.
Yeah.
What kind of songs young people might be edited, and you know exactly how to watch and monitor the audience.
Yeah.
You have to be very careful in terms of people coming. A lot of people want to help, you know, but sometimes they do more bad than good.
True.
Yeah.
They're sincere, but they're sincerely wrong.
Yeah.
You follow? You have to be very careful, especially when you have young people already have a picture of police.
Yeah.
They walk in the office, who is he? You can't be talking to me so.
Right.
And they already develop in your mind, the psyche, this officer can chew with me when they come.
Yeah.
And then 15 minutes, they're melting.
Right.
Yeah.
Because they realize I'm not just an officer, I'm a friend, I'm a brother, I'm a uncle, you know, I'm concerned about your welfare. I'm not only here to lock you up and arrest you, but I'm here to seek your well-being. So when police officers redefine themselves and understand there's a greater role they must play, it adds clout. You see, reactive is not always good, it's proactive.
Correct.
True.
And if I am operating in Western Division, you can't tell me what the problem is in Cochrane. I know what are some of the problems in Cochrane.
Yeah.
And then novice come and say, what's going on? Something wrong with me, right? So that I'm really grateful, not because of the work that I do, but because of the people that stop one day at the club, give assistance.
Right.
How can I assist you with your homework club? I have $400 in groceries. I like to do rotated club. You know, and you have to commend people for that.
Yeah.
Good Samaritans.
Right.
And they don't want no TV, they don't want no mic.
Yeah.
They're just saying, officer, this is for the children, and they're grateful. And you need to commend them.
Yeah.
You know? When 1992, when we formed the police club, it had nothing to do with just policing. It had to do because I met good people. I met Sergeant Reed. I met a walking Mr. Winston Cooper, God rest his soul.
Yes,
That man is community policing extraordinaire.
Yes.
Right, Corporal Jackson, bless his soul.
Yeah.
I met some good people who started, and let me tell you this, for those who don't know, Police Club started in 1974 with a warrant officer called Othello Pierre. He was serving warrants, almost 20 warrants in the Junction area. You know policemen like to serve warrants on Fridays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saturday.
Sunday, Monday go to court. And
In the afternoon.
5 to 4, 10 to 4.
Dog in the evening.
10 to 4. You looking for no baby no more. You're inside. You're inside over the weekend. Make a phone call. Bring them some snacks, please. You understand? Real old police. Yeah. And this officer was moved to see how many men were being incarcerated and formed the Junction Police Club under a plum tree. Wow. And then Cochrane was formed a few months after. But Cookreat was so large that the activities had to be held at the police barracks, which is now called the Police Academy, of course. And those were the two first youth clubs formed. So that if you go back to history, Mr. Pierre understood the importance of moving young people from at risk to promise. You can't be calling young people at risk all the time.
Yeah, true.
It is a wrong label. Okay, they come at risk, they're having, because by virtue of the community and the area that they live in, but what stage do you see telling them that they are promised?
Yeah.
Move F to fail to fantastic.
Right.
Move E, they have all these other E ain't good yet and your grade. Let young people know that they have potential. You may be going slow, but there's potential. I will work with your journey.
Yeah.
And those are some of the excellent teachers we have. I mean, just salute them, especially now, who are going beyond equal of duty. Right? And this is just one out the many youth clubs. And, I don't want to pat myself on the back, but there are other youth clubs leaders doing excellent work.
Of course.
And I want to salute them.
Yeah, definitely.
Right?
So, as we move across to the thorn.
Oh, Lord.
When you call it
No,
thorn.
it's not a thorn. He's a thorn. No, no thorn.
Give us your name, sir, and your interaction with the
My name is Marcus Fortune. I'm 22 years of age. I'm been a part of the Police Youth Club for 5 years now. This is the first time I'm doing this. I'm glad to be here. Grateful. I never really gave a testimony about my life because it was always me being close to myself, and I always look for things that could bring me out of the stage, right? So by me trying to find myself, right? By me trying to find myself, I take the minus and put it into a plus.
Nice.
Right, so my plus is like I'm multi-talented as well.
Right.
So I use the St. James Police Club as a metaphor to go for greatness.
Right. Stepping stone.
Yeah, big stepping stone. Because this is not the Marcus is seen from, this not the Marcus is seen now sing now, yeah? Talking on a mic.
How long have you been a part of the youth clubs?
5 years.
5 years.
Yeah.
And what actually took place in your life 5 years, let's say 6 years ago, before finding a youth club?
You found the youth club or the youth club found you?
I found the youth club.
You know why I asked that, right? You think you know why I asked that? But go ahead.
I'll start from when I was small, right?
Right.
So when I was small, I basically had no mommy and daddy wasn't always around.
Right.
So it was just daddy there, but he on his own beat. And going through with all these thoughts and evil thoughts that people will do to you. But you trying to find a way, you're so locked inside and you don't even know what to do. And I did grow up in several homes, right, as well. And whilst growing up in those several homes, I ended up teaching myself, learning about different things because mommy and daddy wasn't always there. It was just Marcus alone, right, trying to fight his way out of that situation, right? As I grow older and older and older, I say I want to be somebody in life, right? I end up finding my way to town, finding my way down at the St. James Police Club where somebody end up telling me about it.
Right.
And then I end up going. And then when I saw Officer Shabudi, I didn't have a father figure in my life. So I end up looking at Sir as a father figure in my life because it impacted me so many times that show me that I was always hasty, right? Always want to be aggressive and ready to lash out at somebody. But now that Officer Shabdi show me ways how to deal with situations and show people that it's not only the bad you could look at, you could only look at the good as well. right? When I'm vexed, when I'm angry, put on music, start a dance, sing, because I like to sing a lot. I will go in a quiet spot. I will write about my feelings, whatever the case may be. I try to do something positive, right? Also, as well, growing up as a big man now, I'm doing so great, right? I am currently working right now in G4S,
Okay.
right?
Nice.
So,
Nice.
big up G4S.
Take a plug there. You pay a plug.
You're looking for a raise of salary, for some kind of stipend.
Also, you all will hear this, but you all can't believe it, right? Also, I do geriatric as well.
You do geriatric?
I'm certified in geriatric as well.
Taking care of
I have a passion for that as well.
Serious? Nice.
So, yeah.
Wow.
So, I didn't went to secondary school. I didn't get to finish primary. But I ended up saying, you know what? Somewhere along the line, I had to see where's my passion, and dealing with elderly is the most comfortable thing that I could ever imagine that a male actually doing. When I go places, people are shocked to say, you're a male geriatric nurse? You certified?
Wow.
Shocked.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
You know? I love that. The elderly make me laugh, they make me smile, they teach me certain things that I didn't even know in their time. They teach me about our time. Are we growing up in these times right now? It ain't too good. I didn't even like man thing again.
Right.
I stopped.
You see what happening out there.
Yeah.
But you see, at some point in time in life, you have to open your eyes. You have to really. Sometimes we are open, but we're not really looking.
You're blind.
Yeah.
Well,
We're watching, but we're not
we're
looking.
watching, but we ain't really seeing what is actually taking place around us. And to hear this testimony tonight, I hope that we have some kids listening, and they can take in what
So,
this gentleman has.
Mark, if you was to, shout out there to someone who's actually looking on, and some of them youngsters nowadays on Facebook, and somebody scrolling through Facebook and happen to see this, how would you encourage them, or what would you say to them in terms of being troubled or going through some issue where they're feeling like hopeless? How would you, or what would you say to them at this point in time to encourage them to come and try out the youth?
Before you answer, let me take Willie here.
Rubber Dub Dub.
Gentlemen and lady, or should I say lady and gentlemen?
That's good.
Yes, listener, or you touch me tonight. I will tell you why. I sat down here, and I listened. What is the young lady's name?
Anyawa.
Anyawa. I think you gave the explanation. Anyawa, go to the head of the class. I will tell you why. I listened to you. For a person who in this thing, you say 2 years, I listened to a level of confidence that coming out from you. You're so powerful with your thoughts. You will go far, my dear. You will go far. You understand? Maybe that is your passion. To the gentleman,
Mark.
2 things. 1, you cannot give a testimony without a test. You must be tested to give a testimony. That is 1. 2, in every mess, there is a message. You have to look for the message in the mess. And apparently you find it already. So, the 2 of you 2 all are shining stars for others to follow and emulate. And Officer Shabedi, you have been doing a great job. I have been hearing about you and seeing you. But again, you have living proof now.
Yes.
Living proof. And if you could continue turning out, just the same way that a factory for bandit, you have a factory for turning out good youths.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you.
Right? And once you continue doing that, don't worry, it will take you a little time. But slowly, but surely, good will always overcome evil.
Always.
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 So, lady and gent, I am so proud of you. I think all your parents must be as proud. So continue doing the good work. Continue trying to and let them know that there must be a better way than the way that they want to go down this road that they're on. Thank you.
Thanks,
We have an
Thank
expert.
you.
We'll take it one time. Rubber
Yes,
dub
Obi.
dub.
You do? You get in? Hello? The person was like,
They're probably listening to the TV.
and they cut off.
So you can call back. Go ahead now.
Yeah, man. So,
Yes.
what will you say to encourage any youth out there right now? You know,
These are males as well, right? I know a lot of our males, our generation right now, studying Facebook, music, the kind of music that influence you, right, to do all sorts of things. What I'm going to say is, take your minus and put it in a plus, right? Try to do something constructive, and you'll see a way, right? Because I tell you, I was blind, right? And I see my way right now. So, and also as well, writing is the best thing I could ever come across. Writing your problems in a book, right? And 4 or 5 years later, knowing that you write that problem in a book and you turn out to be somebody great, you actually look back in that book and say, wait, boy, I really do this? You know, you can actually show somebody now that I've been through that. And I'm progressing now, and I can tell you that what I went through, and I don't want you to go through the same thing that I went through. So I'm going to motivate you, empower you, keep you grounded. And that's what Siddhis always tell us, that Siddhis always tell us that we are great, right? We designed for greatness. And how nobody out there can tell you how you can do something, because you have to put your mind to it, right? True. And that is where the motivation comes in, and start to build. And when you start to build, you're on top of the game.
yeah.
Are we taking
As we
one
start,
here?
yeah.
Rubber dub dub.
Hi, pleasant good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Hello?
Yes,
Yes,
follow us on the
yeah,
phone.
Okay. Hi, a pleasant good evening to all on the panel.
Good night.
I am watching the all excellent program, and I know I am a part also of, I wouldn't call it St. James Police Youth Club. I would like to say this, the Institute of the St. James Police Youth Club. Excellent, Marcus and Anima. Interesting program. I trust that everyone is looking at the program tonight to see exactly what the St. James, what Police Youth Club on the whole is about. Because I know a lot of persons have the wrong reviews on the Police Youth Clubs. And I trust after hearing who has given his testimony, they will understand what type of institution and what type of empowerment that we have. So I am proud to see them. Excellent work. We have a lot of stuff in store for the Police Youth Club. We are under a bit of finance, but you know, funny it is, we will get where we will want to reach. I trust that. So, I mean, all callers who are listening, try and invest in the Police Youth Clubs. Thank you. God
Thank you
bless.
very much. Nice
you.
one. I think we have an next one on the line. Let me see this still here. Alright, they're gone. So they will call back. The line hot tonight. Nice.
Yeah. So what it is you all have planned for this 20? And when is the anniversary?
Well, 2021 is an extraordinary year.
Yeah.
And therefore, it requires extraordinary activities, to keep the young people focused.
Yeah.
As we speak, we have fifth standards who are benefiting from SCA. And we want to thank Rotary Boys. We have partnered with Rotary Boys. And Ms. Curtin, they have just been wonderful working with the members. Some don't have any gadget yet, or don't have there's something temporary that the club provides for them to continue.
Okay.
We are into gardening big. In fact, we have a program called Empowering Youth Through Agriculture.
Okay.
A nation that can feed itself will feed its community and will feed the home. And we feel that if young men very early, their hands touch the earth and the beauty of things being blossomed, they don't want no gun. They don't need no gun again, because one day they understood that God has blessed you with 8 fingers and 2 thumbs to be creative, to hold, to make a woman feel safe inside here.
Let's take this.
Yeah.
Rubber Dub Dub.
Hi.
Hello.
Rubber Dub Dub.
Rubber Dub Dub.
Hello, this is one of the parents from the police youth club.
Nice.
Oh, the parents
Nice.
you. Okay, great.
Nice.
One of these kids here? Ooh, are you seeing eyes? Well, listen to us on the phone, right?
Follow us
Don't
on the
listen
phone.
to the TV.
Listen to the phone, not the
Yeah.
Okay.
So you gotta lower the TV.
Alright, this is Vanessa.
Vanessa, right.
Vanessa, go ahead.
Yes. Daniel Mother.
Mr. Sharp, I just want to let everybody know that. Okay, y'all hearing me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Right. That the Police Club has been a very, very much uplifting program, and I advising all parents who may be getting little misunderstanding with the children. Even the simple thing as cannot read or cannot learn to write, the club is providing these things, and I am so impressed with what Mr. Shabadi, because my son is there, and what he's doing for my son together with the teachers. People, this program is really, really good. Trust me, it is. Just support him. Just be there for him, and he will try his best to do whatever he has to do. Marcus, great testimony. Young lady, well, I can't pronounce the name, but great to hear y'all. That momentum that you're giving the youth, keep it up. I am here. I'm trying my best to support in whatever way I can. Again, Mr. Shabadi, well done. I have your back.
Nice, man. Thanks very much.
Yeah. So, Jason Williams is a past member of the Police Youth Club, GW. Yeah. I didn't busy long time.
Nice one.
Yeah, you walked in and you understood what time it was. JW, former Senator, good there. Jam Melody, Michael Williams, past member of the club, used to sing with Brothers with Voices. He's not doing very well, Lieutenant Celestin. So what we did, we formed an alumni, and the alumni would have come back to share what the club has done for them. Right? Because we feel that is a right direction.
Correct.
We also want to promote through Gael and the team of all the good news. Because it's easy to get lost with the negative news, you know.
You're inundated with it.
Yeah, you could feel that that this country going through, nothing going on, all the young people lawless, no young people doing construct. We would love to sell negative news, and that's very unfortunate. Right? So we want to show that from 1992 to now, what we have produced,
right?
And to God be the glory, right? God rest her soul. What's the lady name from? Marcia Henville.
Right.
Marcia Henville and the Police Club.
Oh yeah.
Every year she will be down there. The club interviewing young people. We lost a good one. You know, but God rest her soul, and I know that she's only looking down now, see that we continue good work. Right, and from there we also want to do not just an award ceremony, but we want to go into communities and really give out hampers. I think when young people is of service to others is the greatest reward. So my mantra is not just to put a medal around the neck and say excellent work, but when you give to the less fortunate, when you put a smile on a child, when you see a family come out and say they're so grateful for the hamper, it does something much more to the members of them. To the young men, we want to teach young men to be gentlemen. So we introduce ballroom dancing, how to hold a young lady, hold a child, and vice versa, how the girls should be helped. A lot of mercy with them kind of dance they have these days. Right? A young lady, I asked one of the young ladies once, I said, when a gentleman come and ask you for a set, what do you do? She said, a set of wares? What set of I said, that's not. A set means a gentleman will come across and ask you for a dance, and then either yes or no as a gentleman, and then when you finish, he will take you back.
Right back.
Oh God.
They don't understand.
They don't understand. Foxtrot, unbelievable. I want to salute one of our ballroom dancing teachers. You did excellent work with young people. Of course, because of the COVID virus, more line dance and food dance and going down and all kind of. But there are people out there who want to help. There are people who want to be of service. And sometimes, you just have to encourage them and let them know that, youth clubs are all over. The Surveillance Conservation Corps, Cadets, Sea Scouts, all these organizations need to be relevant. The community centers that are closed up need to be open, where your man can walk in and say, I don't want to fill an application form. Or there's no current in my house. Is it okay if I could wash some clothes? You need to, because the gunman is accessible. The gangsters are accessible.
Very much so.
And therefore, our centers and youth club must remain accessible. It must be a friendly space. What are you doing here? Why are you in come? Why are you looking so? But take it down. Easy, take it down. Find out what they come, see what they want, find out their needs assessment, because that is what the good God has taught us to, Check the life of Christ. The woman by the well, the blind man. The man was an outreach man. He wasn't no big mega church, and he was out there talking and preaching. And therefore, if he's our greatest example, then come on, people. Right? So that even before I tell young people about the 66 books in the Bible, it must be reflective in my life. Right? And young people are looking for role models, and they're looking for people to listen to them. There are too many people not listening. They're listening to cherry pick, to respond. You're talking nonsense. That piece of shit they're talking there, I don't let them talk. Give them a platform where they can speak and they can share and they can tell you about all the nonsense they went through, and they will find a way. Right? And that's why we have a male support group. We are launching something called Men as Mentors and Women as Mentors too, because we feel that mentorship is the excellent way to go. And we hope that we'll get some of Kyle up top.
I love that.
I'd
love to be a part of that. I would say one thing.
Listen, before we go, Marcus say something.
I wanted to say that for you had a function, right? And we was giving out toys on Christmas, right? And that was the most touching, that to see plenty. I tell you about kids. Plenty kids came out. It was so nice giving them. When you give back to people, right, you receive more blessings, right? A day I was coming from work and this homeless man say, could I have $1, please? And I say, you know what? I say I have money to stretch the week, boy, but I can't really see people hungry. So I say, wait, hold on. I went and I buy some food. Say, buy some for him to drink. I buy some food, I buy some for him to drink. Plus I gave him money. I say, no smoking with that money. Just eat and enjoy yourself. And that was it. Right? So I realized that, because at that times I was hungry too. So I could relate that how he feeling hungry. And I feel the same way too. So I want to give him a smile on his face. Than he had to beg everybody, because everybody in the street just passing the man straight. And nobody ain't saying, hey, take this. Eat something, enjoy yourself, like yourself.
Nice. As simple as that. That's very effective. Deep.
Once upon a time, Marcus, well, they just clout and run you and say, oh, come on, me, no brother. Now he's saying, come, I will just assist you.
And now you have spoken word for us.
I see this book.
I see your books.
What this book is that?
Your book of rhymes on your lap.
That's what I'm
What
dancers do?
Her son. Errol want to hear your sonnets.
That's not what kind of dance is it? Raise your mic. Raise your mic.
Freestyle,
Mm.
right? My freestyle, my own freestyle. I don't know if you want to see something, you could see something tonight.
Yeah, we go move the tub too after. Listen. You want to move the tub and let this man do this thing here?
Yeah, we want to move the tub, man. But let's hear.
All right, okay.
Let's-
You
let's-
want
yeah,
with
we'll
your-
set
you
him
want
up.
with your
We'll set him up.
music? Or you're going
We set him up just
No,
now.
Or you're dancing a cappella?
Nah, dancing a cappella.
I want to how you
And let's start talk the truth. Any young people don't want anything with me? And let's start talk the truth. Them young people now, they want anything with me dancing.
I admit it, I can't touch saying dancing.
Testimony.
Well, you had to put on this
Testimony,
thing.
but
You
I
had to show up.
just want to say,
That's what
I point of respect
Yeah.
because so with no P is for two things in our family. Predominant and predominate. So I just want to say good night to my aunt. Christine Shabadi, that is his
Oh, my wife. Oh,
who's
baby.
locked down. And also to my wife, who's locked down.
Right, nice.
Right?
I want to make sure I get food later.
Protocols observed. Protocols observed.
She's on the parent council. She's vice president.
Nice,
Excellent
man.
cook. Lord of mercy.
I'm trying to figure out how excellent and Lord of Mercy.
The man setting up
Excellent
a
cook.
lineup.
Yeah, and Lord of Mercy.
The man lineup, you know, you need the Lord to have mercy on us right now.
When you finish the food, you
Yeah,
say, Lord,
Lord
of
have
mercy.
On the food,
Both.
All right, so
Anyawa.
let's take in Anyala.
Anyawa.
Anyawa.
yeah, yeah.
You're sitting, you're standing, you just stand.
She can-
You're sitting. Where
You can sit, you can stand. What?
Relax right there. Or you need to be expressive. You need to express.
No,
You level down, man.
you
The rest
think
of
you sent
the
up
books
from,
right there,
man.
man. Rest the books right
Yeah.
there.
You need a
You
book.
can rest
Oh, you
down
need
the
the
book.
book.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure,
man.
you need the book.
Right,
You do your thing,
Do
man.
your thing, man.
Okay, so do I stand
You
here?
can stand right there. We got you.
Alan, come on, you should.
I was going to get you.
Come on, you-
I don't move now, boy.
All yours.
So tonight, I brought two spoken words. One based on how I see the world and how people need to see it. And the other one is based on domestic violence.
Nice.
Yeah, right? You think life easy? A simple turn in a book? Go outside now, take a look at the wars in Sudan, in Iraq, killing man after man. Take a look at the lady who's down there crying because she can't have a baby. Take a look. Hear the bawling, the KKK clan, all the people they're scorching, torching, sending their families in mourning. The thousands are falling. Take a look. Recession times are blazing. Crime is raising. Not enough money making. Them bandits. First it was car they stealing, but now you're hearing people start missing. Take a look. All these greasy talk. Politicians studying money and buildings, not us, the humans that voted them in place, but who have stink mouth, who's black, who's white, such a racial disgrace. Take a look at our education. Take it easy now. This work is real struggles. That is why young men and women dropping out. I mean, would you ever calculate the diameter of a double? Take a look at the people committing suicide. Their hope is hopeless, having no one for their hurt to reside, low self-esteem, and desperate to find pride in themselves. To actually say, yes, I do love myself. They won't live if they don't find help. Take a look at all the people they're deceiving. Atheists saying that Christ is nothing to believe in. Take a look.
Yay. Take a look in the book.
Take a look.
In the book. Come now, I put in the book. In the book.
Take a look at Robert Dub Dub. Take a look.
Take a look.
I'll start the second one now.
Nice.
You blew me out when I was lit. I'm sorry, my love. My stress caused it. You promised you'd never. Now I am scared. Next time for sure, I won't, my dear. Her mind is lost. She's now confused. Home no longer safe. She's being abused. She cries, he yells, anger and pain. She provides for his family. He is ashamed. She went out with friends to enjoy her life, but he made her dark when she was bright. You blew me out when I was lit. I'm sorry, my love. My stress caused it. You promised you'd never. Now I am scared. Next time for sure, I won't, my dear. She forgets his promise. She packs up to leave. He meets the house empty and begins to grieve. She's at her parents' house now, feeling safe. He pulls up to the doorstep, hoping he's not too late. He knocks vigorously at the door in the wall. She opens it and yells, tired of it all. You blew me out when I was lit. I'm sorry, my love, my stress caused it. You promised you'd never. Now I am scared. Next time for sure, I won't, my dear. She shakes her head. He pleads, holding her hand. She is scared, but still is in love with this man. She rejects his offer with all her might, for he made her dark when she was bright.
Wow.
Awesome.
That's deep right there.
Yeah.
All men, be careful.
Deep. That is deep.
Now, was it scary for me listening to Anyawa do that second piece? Anyawa, you was married before?
No, I haven't.
Were you exposed to abusive situations like in
No.
grew up?
No.
Yeah. So to envision that
Yeah.
and speak on behalf in a space that she's not been in,
That's right.
that to me is incredible writing. It takes imagination and a consciousness of your environment to do something like that. So Anyama, I tip my hat to you. Well done.
Hey, you want to say a big
Well
up to hello
done.
to Bosai Robinson, we have Vanessa Sered, we have LM Saunders, Lawrence Thomas said hello.
That's my brother.
Hey, but look thing,
Bro,
nice
locked on.
man. People
Big
locked
up
on.
to bro.
Daddy?
DJ specialist.
Yeah,
DJ specialist.
Right.
Nice man, look, all the daddy behind the camera watching all that. Right, so.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
I was alluding earlier on, and I want to say,
Well
I, wanna
done,
tip my, I remember Derek Shabby, Mark, this fella doing this thing, umpteen years. Now, I'm not all that old.
Say it correct now.
Right? I'm not doing it. I'm not all that old.
You say it wrong. It's donkey.
I remember, and I did this. I interviewed this a couple years ago on Guy on Day Prime. On Day Prime.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
And I was always mindful. I remember Derek, the first time I saw Officer Derek Shabby. We are standing up in the hall in Five Rivers Junior Sec, and this man comes across the stage, tup. Just walking on stage was a presence in itself.
Yeah.
And to get the entire hall to stop and listen the way he did, I have never seen, for the 3 years I attended that school, any speaker, apart from you, I think one speaker, that was Seventh-day Adventist pastor, Dutton. Or he as well. Two speakers that ever passed through the walls of Five Rivers Junior Sec to get the entire hall stop and soaking in. When he started, I am Officer XYZ number XYZ. Deliver
What year that
everybody.
was though?
Was that a couple years ago?
What year? You can't remember.
I was just the other day when I was
Yeah, that's
I got to the office.
Oh, you wasn't going to
I was attending school. I wasn't working in school. I was
Oh, I
attending.
thought you were working in school.
I was working in the school.
Had to be.
I was attending the school. Honestly, you just trying to do out you. But this, Shabby,
I
I
went
want
to
to
the
tell
same
you
school.
something. To hear that, to see what you have done with youth throughout the years, and I'm telling you, this is no small feat. And again, it takes a massive heart to do this year in, year out, because now we're seeing 29 years, and we could talk 29 years now. And I was just explaining with my trainer yesterday, folks don't see you on the backside of the desert. Something they see in this glorified state, and we take for granted what it took for you and the sacrifice that you would have to make to impact on others. And I want to say publicly in this space, we really appreciate and thank you. You're a heart of gold.
Yeah, thank you.
You
God bless
understand?
you.
And God has given you, that brevity and that sense of that yearning for youth. I think He gave you that heart. And the Bible talk about, and I don't want to preach, the Bible talk about heart. He said, I will harden Pharaoh's heart. So when Pharaoh think his heart was hardened, it was God that did it.
That's right.
And I'm thinking for you to impact so much youth, God gave you the heart for youth. That you led the way and you championed the cause. And we really want to say thanks so very much. As a boy, I looked at you and you are the same. From then to now, as a full-grown man, I really say you have touched me and impressed me.
He wasn't the same.
My brother, blessings.
Not the same.
We appreciate you magnanimously here.
A little more muscle.
Thank you, my bro.
The people want to be involved in this. Hey, Rubber Dub Dub.
Rubber Dub Dub.
Doctor.
Miss, oh gosh, the lady name.
Anyawa.
What is the title, ma'am?
Your last name.
Adams.
Adams, then you said to remember.
Huh?
Miss Adams. Miss Adams.
Good, listen, my dear. You wrote those two spoken words?
Yes, I did.
Jesus Christ. I listened to it. I listened to the words, how you phrase, your voice, how you pitch, when you to go up high and to come low. The last time I was impressed with a person doing something like that, here who are lining you up with. You remember the lady who did the speech
President
Joe Biden inauguration?
Inauguration, President.
Oh yeah.
My dear, you're ranking high with that lady. Hear what I'm telling you? Continue going with your conviction. You have everything for it. You have the mannerisms, you have the voice, and you have the ability. And the last one too, I see you have the passion for it. So my dear, continue going and don't let nobody stop you. Don't let nobody kill your buzz. Don't let nobody kill your dream.
Yes.
Go
Thank
for
you.
it. And you will reach, man.
You forgot out one.
Huh?
You forgot out one.
Which one, officer?
And she has the manager behind her. The manager. She has the manager right there.
Well, I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, you plant the seed, you know.
Blessings.
You took the seed and you nourish it and you give it all the nutrients and everything for it to reach where it is today. So what you have to do now is just sit back. You already germinate this fruit already. You have to look for more.
Yes.
This one on the run already. This one done reach momentum. You know how it is the most amount of fuel it does take for airplane or one of those rockets to lift off. That is where the most amount of fuel that's burn up.
Yes, that's right.
But after
That's
that
right.
reach, and that starts to show.
Excellent
That's
point.
going on momentum.
Yeah.
So you already reached there. Look for more, and I know you're doing that. So locked on and listen, and I find Mr. The gentleman in the corner.
Marcus.
He's very quiet but unique.
Yeah.
Very quiet but
Quiet
unique.
storm.
Huh?
Quiet storm.
Yeah. Quiet storm. Quiet storm. Well, good. All right, man. Well, and you know, Alan and them will tell you, I'd like to leave people with certain quotations, and I will leave you with this one. Because I listened to you just now, and I listened to you continuing, and I will leave you with this. In school, you are taught a lesson and then given a test. In life, you are given a test which teaches you a lesson.
Good one.
Yeah.
All right, brother?
Nice one.
Yes,
Nice.
wonderful.
Later.
Hey.
Thank
Hey, let me say hello to
You had a copyright that,
Giselle. Giselle Lane said good job. Who's Giselle?
Sister-in-law.
Wait. Who is Angela Pompey Thomas?
That is my mother.
And she's locked on looking on.
Yeah.
Whole family, boy.
The whole family is a part.
Everybody
Now,
locked
there's a
on.
reason why I wanted to go there because give you guys a little story. My little brother is somebody you all will know by the name of Bungie Garland.
Oh, yes.
That's my little brother. He spent some time in CCC, Civilian Conservation Corps. And then he went on to become a volunteer fireman. So that's going nice. But he always had the music thing in him, and from ever since. So one day he went to daddy and said, Dad, I'm leaving the job. I'm going to be an entertainer. You all see yourself doing this in a big way in the future?
Yes.
I already, a day I was working.
Yeah, where's mine?
G4S.
Yeah.
In the car park, and I was just minding my own business, but normally I have a box that I really put on music and I sing. Right? So I minded my business and I came about pretty. Right? And something just told me, talk to him, see what he could do. And whilst talking to that gentleman, it was touching, knowing that he went through something similar like me as well, and turned his minus into a plus. So I'm actually getting free vocal lessons to start. I have right now a couple of songs, but
shout out to Pretty, man.
Yeah, man, shout out to Pretty.
Shout out Pretty. So he's like a big brother to me. So I talk to him on WhatsApp and everything, and and all that I going through, I just write it and sing about it. So I really into that music thing. I sing every day.
Nice. You see, the reason why I bring that up, and I'm glad Daddy is here, and Mommy locked on, because when my brother went to my father and said, listen, because he was a police officer, he was a teacher, he was a senior person with Fred Chinley and Associates, that's Howard Chinley, his father, who was the company that built almost all those secondary schools. That's the company that did that. And my father used to work with him. He had his own security firm. So you know the kind of gentleman. So when he hear my son, I go and leave the fire service to become an entertainer, my father tripped. Daddy start to get on. We gonna waste your life away with that? But I mean, my father, he died last year. But look at where Bunchy Garland is today. Because even though he didn't like it, he still supported him.
Let me tell you,
that's the decision my son wanted to go. I didn't like it.
He told him that?
He told him that. I don't like it. But he's my son. Look where he is today.
Big up Bunchy Garland, a big way too.
Yeah. Great job.
Bunchy Garland, in fact, is one of our face for the Menace Mentors program.
Wow.
I did elect him many years ago,
Yeah.
Civilian Conservation Corps, and Bunchy Garland was one of the recipients of my lecture. And he called me and said, you don't know me, but I remember you.
Yeah.
Come you were elected in Monsika.
Yes.
And you impacted upon me. And it was a concert going on. I was to the back of the stage when he called me. And he have given an undertaking to come and be a part of our mentorship program. Jared Nurse is a past member of the Police Youth Club.
Yeah.
So that we want to bring artists. Not we talk about those who jump and benefited, but those who have a story to tell. A story about consistency and persistency and focus and running after your dream. That's what we want. We want to really tap in and wake young people up. Because I tell you, brother, we're losing them.
Yeah.
We're losing our young people, and we have to save them. And if it is that any artist can come and speak to the young people and can touch them, I'm grateful. It's all about ensuring that the space that you have, that you maximize use of the space. Because when you leave the youth club center, you ensure. And what is good about police youth clubs is that when a member would have joined the club, you'll see 2 or 3 weeks after a young man walking with an ex-friend. Sir, they're my friend. Join.
That's usually the gift.
So the PR and all who's doing
that's the gift, yes.
The young person saying that I feel a sense of, it's like a second home for me. I tell people, Police Youth Club is an excellent investment.
It is.
Yeah, about all kind of elite units, and I tip my cap to them, but we are one of the best units in the community policing. And Police Youth Club is an elite unit. Working with young people, transforming, touching communities is the way to go. After a unit would have moved in a community, would gone and clean it up, and you know what's going on in communities. And you move out all the trash and all the toxic, what happens after? You have to move in with programs and projects and make sure, because if you leave that vent,
it's gonna come right back
Yeah,
to where
that's right.
it's gonna come right back.
And succession,
Yeah.
easy with them fellas.
Correct.
I tell fellas, the greatest neighborhood watch group, you can find them in Lavantil, Sealots.
Yes.
You know when police come in, when 5-0.
Right there in George Street.
Yes, hold on.
Right there on George Street. I
Yes,
hear some
neighborhood.
codes. I pass it and
5-0.
yeah, on up the road. One up the road.
2 bar with slide. 2 bar with slide.
Excellent neighborhood watch group, excellent neighborhood. So I know that the young people, what they're going through is a different time. We have a mantra that we say, good education makes you shine, but good discipline makes you glitter. We tell young people that pressure makes you precious.
Yeah.
And when mommy fail, daddy fail, I would not be afraid in life. My brother talk about that, turning your minus into a plus. You know, and all these things give them that sense of.
But there's a
focus.
sense of and something I wanted for you to expound on in terms of mentorship, because personally I've been under some great mentorship in my life. You understand? But someone was saying, how does one get a mentor? And I'm saying most times, a mentor don't find you. You have to find your mentor.
Yeah.
You understand? It's just that some people are not positioned in a place for mentorship.
That's right.
So how do you now get the youths to understand how to shift and find a mentor for your life? You understand what I'm saying? Could that now be a part of a social programming that needs to be mentioned, probably in social development or community development? How do you see mentorship getting playing a pivotal part or let's say a role in getting young people to be mentored?
Before you
Sure.
answer, you dance a cappella, you want music. Because you could go in
I was going to look for music from, you know. I was looking for the speaker.
No, I don't carry him and let them.
I was looking for the speaker actually to see.
So you want music?
Yeah, I got some.
All right, so here's what. I'll take him to the back and let him organize some music.
Master control, master control.
Master control, right? So we take him. Right. So
And we are Diamond, and we
Yeah,
are Jabari locked on.
You make sure.
Yeah.
You can leave the mic.
Hold on,
Yeah.
no problems.
Yeah.
Diamond.
Hey, just because you cannot jet away doesn't mean you cannot get away. I know you want to get away because the lockdown every day have you stressed out in every way, but here's what you can do. Spend a night at any participating guest house in Trinidad or Tobago and qualify to win free groceries and a weekend for two with breakfast at another property. Here's how to win. It's the Gaia Staycation. Here's what you do. Book your stay. Spend a night. Take a picture of your room the first time you see it. Take a picture of your breakfast. Take a picture of you having fun. Well, not in bed, of course. And make a 2-minute video telling us how great the location is. Send us your pics and your video, and you can win groceries for 6 months and a weekend stay at a different property or the same one you enjoyed. This promotion runs from February 15th to May 15th. The more places you stay, the better your chances to win. Visit Gaia Staycations on Facebook for more details.
Talk Out the Box with Jeline, Sundays at 3 p.m. right here in the Gael.
Gael Nights, nightly at 9, right here in the Gael.
Hey. Just because you cannot jet away doesn't mean you cannot get away. I know you want to get away because the lockdown every day have you stressed out in every way. But here's what you can do. Spend the night at any participating guest house in Trinidad or Tobago and qualify to win free groceries and a weekend for two with breakfast at another property. Here's how to win. It's the Gael Staycation. Here's what you do. Book your stay. Spend the night. Take a picture of your room the first time you see it. Take a picture of your breakfast. Take a picture of you having fun. Well, not in bed, of course. And make a 2-minute video telling us how great the location is. Send us your pics and your video, and you can win groceries for 6 months and a weekend stay at a different property or the same one you enjoyed. This promotion runs from February 15th to May 15th. The more places you stay, the better your chances to win. Visit Gael Staycations on Facebook for more details.
Right,
Yeah.
Before we have a couple of things, before I answer the question Alan posed there, I just want to let people know that this is the future. This is the only way that I think things could get better.
Yeah.
So we need to support. And the youth clubs, I'm not just saying St. James, but youth clubs on the whole.
Big up St. Joseph.
Right, big up to the city, right over
nice
the road,
man.
I can see. If you
Next door.
Right?
Yeah.
They need that support, whether financially, whether hampers, right? Time, if you could come, talk to the youths, share your stories, they need support. Get in contact with a youth club in your area. Help. Save the youths, we save the nation.
Yeah, bro.
Plain and simple. So back to the
Your mentor.
What
Sharp, we could answer that first.
Right?
Yeah.
You know we live, right?
I'm just saying now. Oh, they can hear me?
Yeah,
Everybody can hear me now.
Everybody can hear, yeah.
We was asking Shabadi about mentorship before the break. So tell us a little bit quickly about what you think about how mentorship could work and how can we actually see it roll out and how can others avail themselves to the mentors?
Well, first thing is compatibility. When you're dealing with a mentee and a mentor, you have to know compatibility. So the young man probably is involved in mechanics, he has an interest in law enforcement. If you could get somebody's in the fire, and you could get a fire officer to come in and pack upon him about the benefits, where he can send himself, that will do wonders. So compatibility. So what we do, we ask our mentees, what are some of the things to look for in your mentor? And they share. We over the last 2 weeks ago, Auntie and they were discussing, this is the type of mentor I want. Somebody who's down to earth, somebody who's not possessive, pointing fingers, somebody who's rootsy, somebody who can communicate with you, not only at the club center, but they can pick up the phone and say, how was your day? You must use technology.
Yes.
And I want to say, at the age of 14, my parents died. I had to work plus go to school. And when I was living on Nelson Street, I was getting roller skates, uniform for Rosary Boys. I never knew until I went in Form 1 that there's a lady next door took an interest in my mother with her A-train. She said, I see you have A there. Let me help out one. She said, well, the boy going Rosary Boys now. And when I went to Form 1, my mother introduced me to the lady who quietly was taking and said, that is community. That is being a brother's keeper. That is what we talk about. It takes a village to raise a child.
Yes.
And those are the things we need to go back to. We don't need more police with guns, and we need the community to really bring back some of the fundamentals that are missing. Good morning, good afternoon, excuse me, good day. Basic things. Our children will go out and solicit funds, and people run back and say, but officer, I just want to thank you. Those children are so mannered. And I will call them back and tell them no, that a lady came back to the center and congratulated you on being mannered. Sometimes you don't have a pass.
Right.
But you walk in an establishment, the way you walk, the way you stand, the way you speak. the people haven't seen your qualifications yet, and you're inside. They say, I don't see your qualifications. Just a little that I've seen, the way you speak and articulate your body language, your kinetics, you let all young people know. That's why police stop you sometimes. True. That's why police are scared.
Checking
you, that's where you're going.
Yeah.
Your body language, you know, the way your antics and the way. And unfortunately, we have to apologize to some of the girls growing up. They don't have much to choose from.
Right.
Then with the underwear showing, you know, roughneck and Batman and gunman, and it's really unfortunate that we need to transform and make sure that we get more gentlemen. So mentorship. If you ask me about mentorship, the power of mentorship, it works. People, you ask probably Elder Errol, how much people you have mentored, how much people you have spoken to.
Yeah, like you say that. Elder, we move from uncle.
Elder in the business.
Senior.
He's in the business.
I still say about mentorship. Actually, I was in home. Actually, had mentors. I had my own mentor as well. And my mentor, when my mentor was leaving, my mentor still called me up to this day.
Okay.
To find out how I doing. So, actually, I shared my views on mentor as well. And knowing that every boy who was in there had a mentor, and knowing how the forum are youth men, how they communicate together, because they didn't have no chef. Everybody used to come and cook, clean. Nobody never used to have to do anything, tell us to do anything. You hardly seen men doing chores. You hardly seen men cooking. You hardly seen people doing. In the youth club center too, everybody had to do chores. You hardly seen people doing that nowadays. Right? So, mentorship is a big role in youth life. In youth's life these days, it have to be a big role, because without mentorship, how they go see the way.
So I will leave some numbers with you for those who are interested in the mentorship program.
Yes.
And as mentors, and they can contact our office, contact Antia, Miss Jordan.
Call it out now. Let's go on the air. Call it out.
Yeah, 632-6084.
The number again is what?
6084. Or 296-1218.
296-1218. Nice.
Right? Or men as mentors can speak to, well, Dr. Dutton is the head of our mentorship program. That is our boss.
Yeah.
He's my mentor down. You know, he has been very good to me. Mr. Tiva is our parent counsel. I am blessed with a bunch of wonderful people. And I'm really grateful for the people who, you know, good, but in the front.
Yeah.
Give me a stronger position. Can we talk about those who are good?
Yeah.
You had to look at even those who are a little rough with you.
Yeah.
They did justice in terms of giving you that kind of mental toughness. That's what I told you, my commission alone. Let's move on.
Guys, with a few minutes, we have a parent here. And I want to bring him in the thing, man.
Yeah, all right. If you willing to
come in.
You brave enough?
You getting music for man?
Brave enough?
Come in.
Yeah, we organize the music.
Come in, man. Come in, and I want you to sit by the young lady.
Well, you don't have much time to sit because you have no time to
rap. We're going to take her 2 minutes, man.
Mark had to do some.
Just tell us who you are. I know who you are. Tell us who you are. Take a mic.
Take his mic.
Tell us who you are, man.
I am the man called DJ Specialist.
That's the man. That's the man.
Very glad to be a part of this phenomenal group called St. James Police Youth Club.
Nice.
And after the first inception, I've been able to see it rise and keep rising all the time with all the events that we are having so far. And I'm very glad to be a part of it. As I said, DJ Specialist is what I'm known as, but the name is Richard Adams. That's my daughter there.
Nice, man. Nice, man.
And I take this brief opportunity, I know time is short, to ask people to give the support to youth clubs.
Yeah.
I specifically put aside time for that because I see the value in it, in bringing youths to something of value, making them realize that they could be somebody. That's extremely important. And right now, I am a member of the organizing committee, and we have some financial constraints right now. But with the help of good people,
Can make it true.
we'll make it true.
Yeah, man.
And I take this opportunity at this time to bring to you that we have a farmers market on the 27th, 28th of this month. It's a good start. We are asking all persons to give us as much support as possible, giving the youth an example of what mentorship is all about.
Nice.
And so far, it has the youth going in the right direction.
Nicely.
Nice, man. Nice.
Well done.
So,
Well done.
Thank
so
you
we
very
have
much.
one more thing on the item tonight.
Yeah.
And I think we need to clear some.
We need to clear the floor. So,
On the credit tab.
yeah, clear the tab. Jilly, don't cut. We have time to cut. So we got to just clear.
Usually,
Right?
when people come in here, the modus operandi is you have to walk with someone put in the tub. You gotta leave something in the tub.
Let me
Work on that. Better work on that.
Come, let me make some
Everybody
space.
can dip and eat, and Nyawa could have been eaten out of the
A
tub.
beverage and so on.
You see, while you talking all of that, come, let me make some space for you.
And Nyawa, where with the tub?
Mr. Augustine,
Make some space for the dancer, boy.
feel how famous thing in the day.
Yeah, make some space for the dancer, man. Come on, let me move that chair for
Talking
you.
that tub because eat. Shabby, I know you teach a fella better than that, you know. This man say he bring biscuit for the team.
Just
word.
hello. It's 11 o'clock.
The man going
But the man can
again.
dance. Are you already?
Yeah, we move here.
I will tell you the story.
Let's get all right. Okay, we will have to
Guys, let me just
Johnny, we will
invite
have to
you
stick with her.
come this way a little bit. So we can
moving
play
this thing
some.
up?
Yeah,
Everything.
Yeah.
He did all this room.
Yeah, push back thing.
He said the man just flip on all kind of thing. You want to make sure the man. I need to leave this here.
Billy Ocean?
Yeah, that should be. That should be.
I got you.
You did?
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
You want to put it on?
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wait, is that your dad?
You'll never see him again. You understand that?
You've got that smile that only heaven can make. I pray to God every day that you keep that smile. Yeah. You are my dream. There's not a thing I won't do. I'll give my life up for you. 'Cause you are my dream. And baby, everything that I have is yours. You will never go cold or hungry. I'll be there when you're insecure. Let you know that you always love me, girl. 'Cause you are the only thing that I got right now. One day when the sky is falling, I'll be standing right next to you, right next to you. Nothing will ever come between us, 'cause I'll be standing right next to you.
Good job.
It's nice, you think nice.
Yes, please. Anyawa would like to leave one last message with. Go ahead.
Okay, so to everyone, I would like to tell you to always be positive, always be charismatic, and leave a positive and a very strong, bold, and courageous, heavy, healthy, rich print anywhere you go. May anyone that call your name have a good thing to say and understand that even though you are powerful, I could be powerful too because of you and where you were and would be.
Nicely.
Anybody want a biscuit? No. Anybody want a biscuit? Anyone want a biscuit? You want a biscuit?
No snacks, so don't bring no snacks here next week.
Come on, biscuit.
This man bring that.
There you go.
Go talk.
I get your message. That's it right. When you tell them talk about whole wheat bread, don't let nobody fool you. They target these things.
Hey, I'm clean, boss.
Hero to understand each other.
You want to see if I'm happy or
No, what? Right. Do I say so? When guys are effort. Who tell you that? Oh, you go sit down there and think about nothing.